Hello, and today we're doing the prediction for May of 2020. Alright everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Soul, and I'm a tarot card reader and a witch. So today we're doing the prediction for the month of May, May 2020, as I said at the beginning of the video. Now, please remember that these are general readings. They are not directed to one particular person. So if you guys want something a little bit more specific, please go to my Etsy store. It would be, the link for the store would be in the information section and or here on the screen. Other than that, let's get to the reading, shall we? So we are starting off with the first pile being citrine, and citrine is good for manifesting money and positivity. Here we go. We've got garnet here for pile 2, and garnet is good for love and passion and also grounding. And last but not least, pile 3, we've got rose quartz, which, well, if you don't know what rose quartz is good for, I mean, where have you been? What stone have you been? Like, what rock have you been under? But yes, that's what we have right here for all 3 piles. If you want, you can pause the video right now and just psychically or what have you, just pick out the pile that you feel most comfortable with. And when you do, just there should be a timestamp in the bottom in the information section for you to get there. So it's just a little bit quicker for you. All right, so if you're here, that means that you have picked out pile 1. So let's get started. So you picked out the stone that has citrine. Citrine is good for cleansing, for manifestation, and also it's really good for manifesting money more than anything else. So this could be your money month. So here we go. So the first card that you have is Thor's Hammer. So that for me is letting me know that you have a lot going on this month, a lot of progression, a lot of fighting. You might have an uphill battle, but here's the thing with Thor's Hammer, that means that you have all the right things to win, all the right things to beat whoever it is that you need to beat, or anything that you need to accomplish, okay? So that's very good for this month. So your goddess card that we have here is the Goddess of Intuition, and from that card alone, I'm getting the impression that you might need to use your own sensual and sexual powers to really manifest what you want. It's kind of like saying you are very powerful and you're using every asset to achieve your goals from what I'm seeing here in the cards. And you're kind of like a force to be reckoned during the month of May, is what I'm getting here. Now let's see what is going on that you have that sort of energy about you this month. So the tarot that we have is the King of Coins. So this could be money related, or this could be a man or a woman who is in your life, or yourself, that is very financially stable and financially put together. You know what I mean? And then your next card is the 3 of Wands. So you have everything set up. You're ready to go. You're just waiting for everything to fall into place afterwards. Like, it's like you need the other half of the project or what you're doing to sort of fulfill its end of the bargain, from what I'm seeing here. And then we've got the Page of Wands. So it's very much like, I get the impression that you're more the Page of Wands this month. You're sort of like, that's it. I'm doing this. This is getting done. I don't care. I don't care about the past. I don't care about now. I don't care about the future. I'm just doing this because I want what I want, is what I'm feeling here with the Page of Wands. This could be you, or it could be somebody else that's in your life that is acting that way, but I'm feeling like it's more you than anything else. And that King of Pentacles is sort of like somebody that has gotten you to that point where you can be that Page of Wands. That you can be, you know, wild and crazy and just express yourself. A little bit. Okay, so with the Three of Wands here, it's letting me know that you're ready for this. You're ready for this new beginning. Okay, because you've gotten all your plans, you've dotted all the I's and all that jazz for what you want, and you've got the power here with the intuition, the goddess of intuition. You're not doing this blindly. Okay, you're seriously not doing this blindly. And of course, Thor's hammer. I mean, come on, you've got the power. Now, from the Good Witch, Bad Witch Oracle deck, you've got the Angelic Witch. So, I mean, for me, that's letting me know that, for me, and oh my god, I keep freaking throwing these around. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? It's all chaotic. It's all very chaotic energies here. So for me, the Angelic Witch is very young, is very young in the sense that doesn't have as much experience as they should. And that's the same thing with the Page of Wands here. That is the energy that I'm getting. It's like you are finally free. Some of you might be going off to college from what I'm seeing from what I'm getting here, the information that I'm getting. You might be going off to college. You might be going off and doing something by yourself. And this King of Wands is like sort of like a father figure that has basically raised you and put you in the position that you're in right now, that you can move forward and that you can achieve certain things, but you're still very much angelic, meaning that you're still very innocent. You don't have, you still don't have life lessons, you know what I mean? You still haven't experienced certain things, but you have the intuition and the power to achieve those goals. It's just that you might not have the same amount of experience that you could need in the near future. But definitely new adventure, new beginnings for you this month, pile 1. So that is your reading, pile 1. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. If you guys want a private reading with me, please go to my Etsy store. It should be in the information section, the link for it. And or the URL is right here on the screen right now that you guys can see. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Other than that, much love and blessings. Hello, and if you find yourself here, that means that you have picked pile 2. So let's get started. So pile 2, you picked Garnet, and Garnet is all about passion and love, but more physical love than emotional love. And it's also grounding. It's also about grounding and just expressing yourself very passionately. So that might be what you're doing this month. Most definitely. So your first card is your runes, and your rune is need. You are in need of something. You are in need of some sort of action or desire. It, like I said, I feel like it could be a physical desire or physical need. So it could be like, you know, you might need food. You might not have enough or something in that nature. So there could be something like that going on. Because need is usually it's not like, oh, I kind of like that. Like, I would like that. That'd be cool. It's not like it's a need. It's like you need this. You cannot live without this. So your feminine, divine wild woman card is the element of air. So you might need to start thinking things a little bit better and be a little bit more strategic with how you achieve your goals this month more than anything. Because the desire that you have, the need that you have might not compute, and you might need to be a little bit more practical and intelligent on how you achieve these goals or whatever it is that you want. So your tarot is the three of coins, excuse me. Ooh, the 10 of cups. So you definitely want some happiness in your life. And the hangman. So that all is telling me that you want just you want some happiness. You need some happiness. You need something better. And you want it with a group of people, or you want it with a physical group of people. You don't want it like online with friends or nothing. You want physical people to be there and actually see that you are a good person, that you've done well, and you want that camaraderie, that sense of, like, if you are a painter, you want people that are also painters to be like, hey, you're doing a pretty damn good job. And you want that because you want that community of love and happiness and harmony is what I'm looking for. But with the Hangman, that's letting me know that you're going to have to look at things differently. You might need to see what you want in a different light and have a little bit more of a, again, practical and or, well, not practical, that's more earth-based, but because we have the air here, I would say it would be more strategic about it. Like, don't let your emotions or your desires for emotional satisfaction and or physical satisfaction to override your sense of worth and sense of practicality, okay? And then the good witch, bad witch oracle deck that you have is the North Witch, which the North Witch isn't necessarily a bad card. She's technically a good witch in the oracle deck, but what I kind of don't like about her is that it literally means that nothing is moving, nothing is going. So if you have love, that means love isn't going anywhere. Okay? But if you don't have love, it isn't coming towards you. You are not capable of receiving it at the current moment. And maybe from what I'm getting from it, from what I'm reading from it, it's telling me that it's not that you're not getting love, it's that you are, but you're not seeing it the way you want it. Or you're not getting it the way that you want it. And that's another thing. It's the Hangman. You got to look at it from a different perspective. And you're not seeing it from a different perspective, which is what you really should be doing, because that'll help you more and it will actually get you to where you want to be. So this month, that might be something that you want to really rethink of where you want to get love. How do you want to get it? If you really want this type of community or this kind of praise from your peers, maybe you should start actually actively doing something with your peers. Maybe working together as a team, hence the Three of Coins. You know, maybe you want to do a project with them, and that way you can have that community center instead of you being sort of like them looking at you going like, wow, that's pretty good. Maybe you should do something with them. And that's the Hangman looking at it in a different light to be able to achieve that goal. So pile 2, that is your reading for this month. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comment section. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, because these are general readings, please go to my Etsy store, which the link will be down below. And if not, then just look here on the screen and you will see the Etsy URL for my my Etsy store. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Other than that, much love and blessings. All right, so if you're here, that means that you've picked pile 3. And that is rose quartz right here for you. Lovely little rose quartz. So rose quartz, if you don't know, it's about love and loving yourself, not just loving other people. So that might be what you need this month. Some tender love and care. So your first rune, or your first card, is Ox. Now, Ox is letting me know that you're working hard. You are not giving up on your dreams, but at the same time, you're sort of... Because Ox is like working hard, but not necessarily seeing any results. It's sort of like working just to maintain what you have. It's sort of like the stereotypical grind of life, mainly work or career, but it's not really seeing any like, I'm now successful and like crazy rich. It's more like, no, I just gotta go into work today kind of a thing. And that might be what you're going through the month of May. So your Divine Wild Woman card that we have here is the crown chakra. So it's letting me know that maybe you need to like meditate. You need to like get out of your funk, because the more you're in that funk, the less and less you are able to connect with that higher self, with that higher divinity. That might be the issue right now. That might be for you to be able to get out of that funk, because this for me is usually somebody who's still in like that grind, that like, 9 to 5. Maybe you have weekends off, maybe you don't, and it's kind of like over and over and over and over and over again. It's like there's no end to it. There's no real gratification. You just make enough to survive. You can't see the end result. Now, this is not a bad card necessarily. Like, this is not a bad rune. It means that you're a hard worker and that you strive to achieve your goals, but it's not the you won the prize kind of card. It's more like and it keeps going and going and going and going, and there's no end in sight. So the tarot that you have is the King of Cups, okay? The King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Well, you're a busybody this month. So, usually all of these mean different people. Like, a King of Cups is a water sign male who's older or mature. Same thing with the King of Swords. Usually it's an air sign who is mature. And then the Knight is usually a water sign who is not mature but not childish. It's like kind of in the middle, and it's usually a male. These are all males. So if you're not a male, you have a lot of influential men in your life that are either keeping you where you're at or helping you get out of your funk. Oh, wow. I am not seeing the connection from the other cards to the tarot here. I don't feel like a connection towards it. But what I am seeing is that you might have a little bit more. This might be the whole thing about you feeling like you're just going through the grind. It's like there's so many other people that are relying on you to either make enough money and make a name for yourself, that you don't feel as though like you're not doing enough for yourself. So you might feel like you need some time to yourself, and you're not getting it because, maybe the King of Cups is like, hey, we need to spend time together. And then the Knight is, the King of Swords is like, hey, where's that project that I told you that you had to make or that you had to do? And then the Knight of Cups might be like a boyfriend or a significant other who's like, hey, let's go out and have fun and like talk about our feelings. So, it might be that you're just a little too overwhelmed, plus with everything that you do. And it's sort of like people that are relying on you, and you're not seeing the outcome for you. You know what I mean? Is what I'm getting here. Though the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups can be very needy if they want to. The King of Swords, on the other hand, they are not. They're usually very like direct. They know what they want. They know how to get it. They do not mince their words. But they can also be sneaky. So just be aware of that. And I'm getting the impression that these are people, not situations and or and not like you. I feel like these are other people and that they're relying on you. And you feel somewhat overwhelmed, or not overwhelmed, but just sort of like, I can't stop and think of me and work on my like crown chakra and try to level up or be more, centered, because of the fact that these are people that I need to worry about, and that I need to, I get the word fix. I don't know why, but that just came out, like that just came to my mind. Like you might feel like you have to fix them. There might be parents that you're taking care of, or something in that nature. And then, okay, so your Good Witch, Bad Witch Oracle deck, you have the Cauldron Witch. And the Cauldron Witch is about taking care of yourself. It's about basically, self-care, for the lack of a better term. But not like in the, let's go to a spa and get a massage kind of self-care. But self-care as in like, it can be that. But it could also mean like, you stopping the grime or the cycle, the machine, for like 2 seconds and just being like, I need to breathe. I need some time to myself. Like, go out and just stay in your car and not talk to anybody for like an hour. You know what I mean? Like that might be what you need. Because I feel like people are so relying on you that you don't have time for you. You don't have me time. And that's what the Cauldron Witch is saying. You need time for yourself. Because, if you look at her, she's making like a pot of stew for herself. She's like, I am hungry. I want to get some food. Mind you, it doesn't have to be food related, but that's like the example that they have there. Like she's tasting it. She's taking her time. She's enjoying herself. There isn't that urgency or like, I'm doing this for other people. I'm doing this for myself. So it could mean that it is time for you to take a vacation and just tell these 3 people or people that are in your life that are like that, hey, you need to work on you. I'm taking a break. In the meanwhile, do whatever the heck you want or do what you need to do for yourself, because I am not doing this anymore, or I need to take like a day off or something, because this is not helping you out. Okay? Now, yes, you're doing a good job of keeping this up, but you can't keep it up forever. Okay? So maybe it's a good idea for you to take that time off so then you can continue doing this and or fix this so then it's not like this anymore. And you can take a day off or 2 days off a week or something in that nature. So please be aware that self-love here. Remember, we've got the self-love stone here. So work on yourself and don't worry about everybody else. Because when push comes to shove, if they really need you or if they really need what you offer them, they will find someone, or they will find that they can do it on their own. Okay? Because when somebody's desperate, they'll do whatever the heck they need. Okay? So don't worry about it. I think you'll be fine if you take like a day off or 2. Okay? That is your reading, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, please go to my Etsy store. The link for it will be down in the description section. I can't talk today. All right, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. And if you're interested in reading with me, please go to my Etsy store. The link for it will be down in the information section, and or here on the screen, you will see the URL to my Etsy store. Other than that, guys, much love and blessings.